Welcome everyone. This is the Health Fairy, Rebecca Karchere. So lots to tell this week, and I apologize for the lighting. What can you do? Production is, Anyway, so thanks for tuning in. Here we go. Lots to share. So I have my little list in front of me. I have a story that you may have been aware of, which happened about a year or two. I lost track. But so here's what happened. On Facebook, there was about a week that went by where I kept noticing friends in all areas of the U.S. were posting pictures of these beautiful rainbows all over. And I'm thinking, wow, this is very unique and unusual. And at the end of the week, this is the sad part, at the end of the week, it was the knowing and the realization that massacre in Florida in that nightclub had happened. And so I just want to point that out, that I was aware, but you don't know until hindsight. But yeah, looking back, I'm like, oh, that's why we saw those rainbows that week. That was so unusual. And so we can, what that means to me is that event was known in the heavens. Obviously it was written, and that was a little foreknowing of this is part of the bigger plan that we have no full clear understanding of. But yeah, in hindsight, I mean, so you understand that was pretty amazing and miraculous, and seeing all those beautiful rainbows. And then it's kind of like that, all the tragedy and all of the horrors of the world, it's already predetermined, it's already known, it's already written. There's an aspect of us that knows the script. Okay, enough of that. I just want to share that because it was miraculous. Another miraculous event. I guess this is part of my Crazy Tales segment. You may have read my article on manifesting my dream home, which I have part 1 and part 2. It's a series of miraculous events, and I'll just get to the highlight of why this is a crazy tale. So, as you know, most of you who watch me, I do a lot of muscle testing. I use muscle testing for patients, which is another way of saying I do kinesiology for my patients, for their sessions to help them with their healing. It's a navigation tool that I teach in my technique called Source Energy Technique. All right, there's a couple of hairs here that are driving me nuts. Okay, so in Source Energy Technique, I teach muscle testing. It's very critical. But you can use muscle testing for various other things. And so when I was shopping for a home, I was currently living in Florida, and I was looking to buy a home in North Carolina, and I would literally go through each house that was listed and muscle test whether this was the right house for me and my family or not. Well, I was getting beyond frustrated with the results that I was getting. Time was ticking and so forth, and I didn't trust what the responses I was getting when I muscle tested. Anyway, I'm like pleading to God, like, for God's sakes, where's this house? Bring it forth. And I, just pleading. And all of a sudden, so mind you, I'm home alone in my home office, and I'm begging and pleading and praying and you name it for a sign. Okay? Because, and you got to read the article. Well, something tugs at my ear, like a quick pull. And like I said, nobody else was in the room. And it was, it was on a house that I had, a serious question about. And that was my spiritual confirmation. That was some energy on the other side that got my attention and just gave me the confirmation to get to where I am today. So that's an amazing crazy tale I wanted to share. Those two stories with you, they're pretty phenomenal. So I just did a recording of a show with Mary Von Olin on exploring energy in everyday life. And I did some research this morning on Anthony William and the medical medium, and he was talking about Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Okay, so excuse me, as I clear my throat, the irony. Hashimoto's thyroiditis, I gotta share. It literally means that label came about to cover all the basis of. Let me just paraphrase what it means. We don't know what you have. You have inflammation, and meaning the doctors have no effing clue. Okay, and he says that they haven't in over 100 years as to why the thyroid would behave in such a way. So we'll just name it Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which really means we don't know what the F it is. Okay, good job, medical community. And so I just have to laugh and rant about that, and he explains that the medical model is so archaic. It's so in the dark ages when it comes to chronic disease. And I really and truly thank him for spreading that message, because it validates my frustration for sure. And it lets me know I'm not crazy. And so I just wanted to share that. That's my little rant. Okay. So what if you watch the show, we talk about, that's coming out next week. We talk about the label autoimmune, which means that the body is attacking itself, which technically is incorrect. And so please stay tuned to watch that and learn more about that. I have this really wild necklace on, which you probably can't even see because the lighting is so crazy, but it's this beautiful, massive crystal with a heart that's wrapped in pink wire. And it's a piece that I made. I have just displayed a bunch more pieces at the Crystal Web in Oak Island. And I just want to speak quickly about Anastasia's Designs, which is where a piece like this can be found. You can go to my Facebook page. My products, some of my necklaces are displayed in Crystal Web. I'm doing some other pieces like for random people that I just want to, give gifts to. And so you might find something in the mail. You never know. Anastasia's Designs is more of also from a recycling standpoint. This is the spring, and this is when we start to do spring cleaning. So if you have some old jewelry, everyone has old jewelry that they don't wear. If there's a broken piece, they don't like it, they got it as a gift, whatever, send it my way. Go to my website, Anastasia's Designs on Facebook, and learn more about how you can just send over what you don't want anymore. And you can use it as a donation. You can use it as store credit. And what I'm doing is I'm taking all of this recycled stuff and making three-dimensional art and donating it to healthcare centers in my area. Just for fun, like stick it in their waiting rooms, and it's all recycled jewelry. Okay, that's the one thing I'm doing with it. But anyway, learn more about that. And like I said, I make my own homemade body scrubs and oils and the necklaces. I'm actually working on a new project that's called, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Organite. And I'm not quite sold on the science behind it, but it sure is fun to make. So I may be selling them at the Crystal Web as well. Okay, so Source Energy Technique is my healing modality that it's an online course. And if you're interested in becoming a practitioner, or if you're interested in just becoming empowered as a human being who does not like what they're being told and taught by the medical community, and you're looking for answers, come sign up. This is the place for you. So yeah, for personal or professional use, on June 2nd, I'm going to be in Connecticut, and I will be teaching live. It's going to be like a master's program for the afternoon. It's a Saturday, June 2nd. Okay, so sign up, and hope to see you then. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also, in my spare time, which there is no spare time, I'm writing a book, and it's called I Am the Cure. What that means is I am the cure. that God is the cure. So all these people you go seek all around for your health problems, when it's God that's going to heal you. Where is God but within? Okay? And so I will give you my story. The book is going to give you my story, how I got to this place in my life, and testimonials, and what I believe, how I teach, how I heal, etc., etc. Okay, hope you get a copy of that book when it's ready. And so I'm going to give you a little fun tidbit. I'll leave with this. This is, me and my crazy crafting. So I love dyeing my hair, and there's a lot of health issues around. There's a lot of chemicals, and if I can avoid it, I will. So one little fun tip is just take food coloring, whatever color you like, mix it in a leave-in conditioner, and blend it up. And then you'll have it for the day, meaning you can apply it into your hair, either your whole head or a section of your hair, and it'll stay in your hair until you wash it out. So you can literally, apply it with a brush or use your fingers and put the streaks in, and then maybe blow dry it and brush it out. And you have that nice rich color until you wash it, and it's a lot of fun. So especially if you want to change colors. And so it's just food dye, so people put it in their bodies, and, that's their business, but I like to use it for hair dye. So thanks for tuning in. Again, I hope I can figure out this lighting situation. Leave your comments. You can please email me, subscribe, share, get the word out. It's the revolution, Rebecca's revolution. All right. Thank you very much for watching.